Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your very late night WWE Survivor Series 2023 or Survivor Series War Games, whatever the fuck it's called now. Review! Big things happen on the show, that's for damn sure. In Chicago, I'm gonna break your face. I can't help but say that I was actually kind of happy about that. I thought it was I was on, you know? I can't deny that. If I record, I was like, holy shit. So, when people say holy shit, that was definitely a holy shit moment. Even though it was basically already confirmed that he was coming back anyways, because it was bound to happen. Okay? So, yeah, there you go. Can't help to say that, yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. But does it ruin another return of a certain Viper? That's the question, too. And was it all worth, like, honestly, at least what they did to make to build it up to make people care about Randy Orton returning on the show when they, like, kind of basically, like, the entire show was, is Orton gonna be here type of shit. It did help the intrigue in some sort. And definitely the cherry on top was CM. Oh, yeah, fuck it. So, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk returned. Does it ruin Orton's return? I don't know. I kind of thought, like, maybe both men returning on the night would have been kind of cool, but maybe it overshadowed Orton a little bit, unfortunately. So that was the big fear, because again, Randy Orton, like it or not, is one of the biggest stars that WWE has ever had. And he's definitely, in the sense, a modern, like, definitely compared to everybody, a big star in modern WWE, or WWE in general, but he is definitely one of the biggest stars that you can have. But now you have two modern stars, so that's kind of like a big thing too. But whatever. Regardless, it's good to see now at least that we have two stars ahead coming to the when now we're ending the year with two stars. Hopefully, it will make the show a bit better. Because let's be honest here, we're gonna need we're gonna need these people more than ever on both shows. The question is, what shows that both people are gonna be on, and what are they gonna do? Hopefully, now we have CM Punk and Randy Orton back in WWE. They will make people care about, WWE just, making shows better, and we would actually have people to care about watching when we're watching the shows. So, that's what I have to say. But, man, Punk being back, huh? He was already teasing it anyways when he was doing commentary. 2 months, he's saying, like, 2 months, guys, or whatever. Like, when he was, like, doing commentary in September, and get it, he mentioned, like, basically, oh, get it, it's indicating November. Maybe it's swerving people, but literally, he fucking returned. Like, holy shit. I will say, I thought that was pretty, like, kind of cool. It's definitely, like, you couldn't believe, like, wow, they actually brought this son of a bitch after all the problems. And there already work like ideas, like, you know what, like they're gonna probably bring him back because like some about like maybe forgiving people and just like he's clearly wanted to wrestle back. So there you go. So that's what happened, and I'm looking forward to what he's gonna say about fucking AEW now. It's gonna be fucking exciting. That's for damn sure. But yeah, Orton is back. CM Punk returning to WWE. Holy shit. It is definitely something to look forward to in WWE at the moment. It is definitely going to be something. Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching Raw right now and SmackDown to see what's going to happen now. So that's the point of pay-per-views, That should be. But, was the pay-per-view good in general? I'll be honest with you. Up until the main event, I thought the show was pretty boring. I'll be honest. Like, I honestly, like, I think the women's War Games match was so overrated and boring that all the smarks were just fucking like it. Because get it, it's the women, you know. A lot of these fucking smarky fans are basically simpy motherfuckers, you know. They're really these people that get it. Oh, you know, we love, you know, our dispatch is really good, but you know, they're gonna pretend it's good, so they could try to get laid by some feminist bitch and whatever. So that's basically the thing that I have to say, you know. So that's my argument. I thought definitely the fucking match was not fucking good. Yeah, I really thought so. Okay. It really wasn't. So yeah, the first match. Actually, let's just get into it. Let's get through the review, and we'll definitely talk more. Anyways, grab your Coca-Colas, and on it up Pepsi Fill, whatever, or Coke, whatever. Drinking my Nipsey, folks. Make some bitches go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Cheers, motherfuckers, cheers. Good my staph infection. Isn't it funny? Fucking, I think, was it almost 10 years to the day he had that fucking, like that fucking, after all the shit he said about WWE, he comes back. But you know, hey, everyone's bound to like make you know, after big issues, they're bound to return. We see with Ultimate Warrior, we seen it with fucking Bret Hart. This is one of those kind of stories that, you know, people make amends after shit and they back to WWE. Punk came home in a sense, huh? And it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty exciting to see what he's gonna do in WWE. I honestly already thought like just him being in WWE instead of fucking a lot. Like, I understand he kind of fits more, like, you know, just kind of be around his indie buddies. But what happened, it's gonna be exciting to see what's gonna happen now. Him in WWE after all the shit that happened, and hopefully he'll say it's gonna be fucking funny. That's all I have to say. It's gonna be fucking funny, hilarious, and I think I look forward to honestly him being more in WWE more, because honestly, just like more bigger stars or stars in general, where he is definitely one of the bigger indie stars, where he's gonna have that, and it's gonna lead to him having these not only great matches, but him just basically having maybe some good storylines. Because like it or not, Punk was only the legit indie guy that was somewhat good, who can cut a promo, can, you know, all this shit. It's just like, obviously, you know, like this guy was basically your typical, you know, this guy was your typical liberal bullshit, whatever, and he definitely had some smarky opinions on shit like that, but he is pretty talented. And we gotta say this about CM Punk, man. CM Punk, when he came out, and he had a new updated theme, he honestly looked better in a weird sense. Looked better than he did in AEW. He looked actually a bit more bigger, and he looks more younger, has hair, like more hair than he did. Like, he kind of looks like I had like a bit of my hair, like when I used to get a haircut and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck, man? This guy actually looks a bit younger, looks more healthy. Like, okay. And you know what? I honestly think, I'm looking back. I literally refreshed my memory on my not memory. I really refreshed my fucking timeline on Facebook. Ryback said if Punk was gonna return, I'm gonna retire. Apparently, Ryback is retired. I guarantee you, that's probably one of the big driving points that happened, is to make fucking Ryback retire, because apparently they fucking don't like Ryback. So, which I mean, I don't know why people don't like. I understand. Actually, no. I take that back. I think I know why people don't like Ryback, because of. He's a troll. Even though I think he's a funny troll. But my God, it does. People in WWE hate Ryback because after what he would say about them and shit like that. And there's no way he was gonna get rehired. Maybe that, you know, fucking Ryback has probably the more fucking bad cred, where he would not probably be returning to WWE, because after all this shit, like, he's been saying probably more worse than Punk. So, and that was like the driving point, and that's fucking hilarious. But I kind of feel bad because I still, again, there was a time that I did like Ryback. I know the Sparks hated Ryback because he was just a Goldberg or whatever, Goldberg ripoff, and even though he was pretty funny, had some good promos, or the guy definitely was over at one point. So, like, he could have been the guy if you build him right. Could have been the guy to be the next big star, maybe dethroning CM Punk. You know, if you did it properly, that fucking time when they had him out of nowhere face CM Punk, it didn't really make much sense, and just kind of ruined his credibility in a sense. But yeah, does it ruin Orton's return? A bit, maybe. A bit. But, I think, like, again, it's kind of still cool to see two people return tonight. It makes a bigger impact on the show, makes people more excited, and it makes you something to look forward to, maybe for Raw and SmackDown. You, like, wow, there's two people back in WWE. They're cool people, you know. I know I'm guilty of saying Randy Orton is boring, which I agree, and I'm also guilty of saying Punk is boring. And especially when they AEW, because again, I don't care about him facing fucking Hangman Page. I never really cared about him facing fucking Daniel Garcia or some boring jobber, you know? Do something where it's like cool, you know? A cool feud. Obviously, him and MJ was kind of good too, so yeah. Sadly, we didn't see him and Omega and the Young Bucks after, you know, turning to a storyline type of shit, but they didn't, so yeah. But whatever. People were thinking he was going to probably return to Royal Rumble. Would that have been more perfect to return to Royal Rumble? I was still thinking, like, even though, yes, like, like, it was fine to have him return in Chicago in Survivor Series. Like, yeah, maybe, you know, it'd been more fitting. Like, again, he left to be after the Royal Rumble 2014. 10 years later, exactly, he fucking comes back. I mean, pretty much wins the Rumble. Honestly, this probably has more impact idea that he's going to probably, and I do think this is what they should do, build his actual return match in the Royal Rumble. He doesn't have a match until the Royal Rumble. And then that's the match he returns in, and maybe wins. I'm saying it right now, I want to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Apparently, get it, Seth Rollins doesn't like CM Punk, whatever. Yeah, I make money, man. And I think like that's the difference between a lot of people in WWE. They're going to be willing to make money and not, and have, actually fucking, no matter if they hate the person or not. And I want to see that for WrestleMania. Even though, in a way, it kind of makes more... I do think it will make more sense to have CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, though. Because... because... Again, you know, after what he said about Roman Reigns, calling him pretty boy, and how him kind of... His last loss was against Roman Reigns in WWE. You know, before, like, his last singles loss, I believe. And not just that... There's kind of always been a correlation between him and Roman Reigns a bit, you know, especially before leaving and him mentioning him. And it even, like, correlates, like, you know, it could have been, like, a kind of... I will rip off what culture, what they said, or one day when they... How WWE could have booked CM Punk returning to WWE. Like, they mentioned, like, you know, CM Punk returns the Royal Rumble, the Raw, whatever. It's, win the Royal Rumble, and already Dwayne is in the match of WrestleMania or whatever, and ruining my moment. You know, like, but screw it, I'm going to challenge Roman Reigns and whatever, and that's, like, already established issues between Reigns and Punk, in a sense. You know, even, like, before he left WWE, so that would have been, like, something I would do. But... the only reason why maybe him versus Rollins, and this is really because, again, they're probably going to already do something big with Roman or whatever, but with CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, he's probably the only best credible wrestler for him to face and definitely take the title from. Oh, but with Gunther, I'm sorry, Gunther could wait in a few months or years, especially when there's like a visa issue with him. Why I would rather see right now CM Punk again. Punk, in my honest opinion, is probably the only better guy to beat fucking Seth Rollins and be the world champion. We honestly need a new world champion who's gonna be honestly better, who has a bit more of a name value, and is gonna make people care. I know I said that a bunch of times is CM Punk a name value. He's only a bit of a draw to the indie fans. But the guy is still like, at least with the WWE system, they're gonna make you care about this guy because they have better market value and they can actually know how to fucking showcase a wrestler a bit better. That is also, you have to like it or not, that what they did with Cody Rhodes is better than AEW was ever able to do. It's definitely going to be always better with what they did with Edge. Now, the fact is, Edge is, even though I still like Edge, and I love Edge, him in AEW, even though he is still one of the big stars in AEW, it's not going to be showcased as very big, unfortunately, because they're still showcasing stupid shit, and what they do in AEW around it, it's just like, who fucking cares, you know? It's not enough to fucking make you care to fucking watch the show, honestly. So, I know I fucking guilty of saying the show, it does suck. WWE shows suck. They do. But how they showcase certain things on the show, it's just way better. Better presentation and all that kind of shit. So, you're gonna care about CM Punk and honestly WWE more than in AEW. And I think it's just gonna be even maybe it's gonna be fucking happy, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Will he have fights? I don't know. But I really hope he doesn't fucking have a problem. I really do hope there doesn't need to like a disappointment where Punk fights with a person, an employee. My thing is it might happen because again, it's modern wrestling. It's modern wrestling. A lot of these people who are in modern wrestling kind of have that same mentality. But again, it's WWE. WWE, they probably know how to fucking handle shit better than in AEW. It's more professional, it seems like. So there you go. So, we're going to talk about that anyways. So the show started. There was a pre-show. I don't give a fuck. I think there was a press conference after the show, and they kind of were spoofing, like, you know, the show was headlined by the biggest return, R-Truth. They made a joke, and apparently fucking Cody Rhodes poked fun of the idea of, like, you know, CM Punk return, like, when he acted like Triple H, like, see, I'm an EVP, whatever. So I think they know, and they're fucking doing fun. It's making it's exciting shit, so I can't deny that. So, but yeah, Punk's back in WWE, man. It's pretty exciting, but I do hope, you know, what they gotta do is definitely have his first match at the Royal Rumble, being part of the Rumble, and winning it. I would not mind that at all. I do think he should be one of the guys to win. How does Cody finish the story? I think he has to exactly beat Damian Priest for the Money in the Briefcase. He had. I don't know why they didn't do that crown jewel. That's the only way, or you have to have him instead win the Money in the Bank in the next Money in the Bank fucking pay-per-view, and he'll cash in on Reigns eventually, whatever time. Or just a babyface Robin type of shit and challenge maybe at a SummerSlam, whatever the fuck. That's how you finish the story. Okay? That's the only way. Because it seems like the only person who will beat Roman and what is like they might do is probably Cody Rhodes, unfortunately. But I'm not a big fan of Cody. But hey, because of how they present him, that makes me kind of like, yeah, okay, Cody's, you know, I don't like him, but you know they're presenting, and honestly, I have earned my respect from Cody due to, like, again, that Hell in a Cell match he had with Rollins, like him being being a tough son of a bitch, and you present him okay, it's like, yeah, but again, he is guilty of doing, I guess I'm even talking about so fucking annoying, but whatever. At least we'll have Punk to care about other than New York, motherfucker, alright. Anyway, so the show started with I don't think they had the same type of promo package where they had, you know, Ozzy Osbourne fucking opened the show with the fucking promo. What they didn't have him, I think. So well, whatever. Who cares? It is what it is. So that happened. Like they had to fucking they opened the show. The first match was the female War Games match. The babyfaces won. They had the advantage because get it? I don't know, some fucking stupid vote for Ruffles. I don't fucking know. Do I care? So Team Becky Lynch with Charlotte, Bianca. Bianca, sexy black bitch. I got my B weave and shit. Don't let Shakisha in your ass. And shits Blackheart. They defeated Jay Leno, Bailey, and the Asian bitches, I will call them. Bailey fucking took the bullet. She was a star in the match, and I don't give a fuck. This is overrated and bad in my opinion because, again, it was again. This was just like weapons and them doing spot after spot without fucking really telling a story. I guess the story, sure, Bailey fucking sure, whatever. But I didn't care because, again, I'm sorry, no one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. Don't care about this people in this fucking match. The problem with this match, too, again, it's like, again, we're climbing the steel. They've repeated a bunch of spots. And it's a typical, one person jumps, everybody falls down. It's so fucking annoying. And that's like, you can tell that's the only way why they had the fucking roof flip. You can do spot monkey shit. Like, god damn, it's so annoying. And, yeah. It's spot monkey type of shit. It's repetitive crap we've seen before. And, like, I'm sorry, I did not care for this match. I really did not care for this match, in my honest opinion. I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care. If it sounds sexist, I don't care. This shit sucked, okay? Only Sparks would care about this match because, get it? Fucking, they're the women. I'm gonna try to pretend to care because I'm a fucking simp and shit, like, whatever. So there you go. Okay? Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? I'll get a table spot, huh? I don't care. And a bunch of weapons in the match. And I do think it's stupid, again, like, if you escape the cage, you fucking forfeit, it's so fucking dumb. Whatever. So. After the match, we had a promo for Ruffles. So basically, like, I don't know, I think the Alpha Academy, they were, like, fucking fighting about Ruffle, like, if his ships are crisp with the fucking Pretty Deadly group. And then we see R-Truth making his return. I don't hate R-Truth. I know I was forced to make, like, an R-Truth, even though I get why people can hate R-Truth. But honestly, how can you really hate him if, when he is kind of funny? I honestly think the guy's kind of funny. He's just basically retarded, which is like, okay, you fulfill the purpose for him. I don't hate him. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't. What, do you guys want him to be world champion? And he's not world champion, so come on, calm down, okay? So he basically said, they're not chips or crisp, they're Ruffles. Like, I've been around, man. It's just like, I just been around, whatever. And then you get it, like, oh, they're Ruffles. Because I'll do the Ruffle shuffle or something, and then, like, they're not getting that. It's like, it's unfunny, but whatever. I don't care. Yeah, it was Zalcadias. So that happened. The second match, The Miz defeated, The Miz. Oh, yeah. There was a fucking collision, rampage, fucking war, and who gives a fuck. Second match. Gunther defeated The Miz. He's then still retained the United States Champion, not United States, Intercontinental Championship. Logan Paul wasn't even in the show. Fuck. Well, whatever. The match was actually that bad. I thought the match was better than the stupid opener. I'll be honest with you. Again, I don't really care for women's guy. Like I hate that every time the show opened with the women, they're always gonna do now a forced fucking get it. If the men do it, they're gonna do it too. Like, and if I was booking the show, like I would honestly have just done fucking a biggest War Games match possible. That way the Bloodline would have been involved too, and some other baby faces, and at least make people care. You don't need to do 2 War Games, and you absolutely don't need to do it with the fucking women, but I don't fucking know. I don't care anymore. It's like, whatever. They're gonna do it because get equality bullshit. And they did Royal Rumble promo. Get it 2 dirty men and dirty women. Like, great. Yeah, okay, you're gonna fucking make us go fucking crazy and tired. Okay, yeah. But regardless, I thought the match was actually that bad. Not that bad. Fucking the Gunter-Miz match. For a Miz match, it wasn't that bad. So, and I give credit to fucking Gunter. He definitely is showcasing why he is one of the best here. I understand that, and I get why people would like to see him as world champion. I don't think that is a problem to waiting a few months even to fucking have him crowned the new world champion. Have him have his run as the Intercontinental champion, and maybe. And I honestly think why not have maybe Jey Uso dethrone him now, and then it could lead to WrestleMania, him versus Jimmy Uso for the Intercontinental Champion, and try to have something like a big match for him to face some person. Maybe he can even face Lesnar at WrestleMania now. I don't know, something. But hopefully they'll do a big match with him. But I do think they're doing stuff with Gunter, which is good, and Gunter's proving why he's like kind of just one of the cool guys on the He's definitely, like, I would say, the Smarts do like him, but as also a long-time wrestling fan, right? Who's not a Smart. I do think, like, people who are not Smarky wrestling fans or anti-Smarts or whatever, basically a normal wrestling fan that knows knows wrestling, whether it's, like, not just a modern standpoint, just know wrestling, growing up watching it, but doesn't like all the smarky shit, like indie bullshit crap. There's an understandable reason why they like Gunter. So, yeah, there you go. So that was a good match. It was not bad. Not bad. I'm not gonna say it's such a good match, but it wasn't bad. WWE announced the WWE Experience in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's like, really? They're getting a sort of. It looked like it could be the Hall of Fame in a sense. Like, it looked like it could be like a Hall of Fame arena type of thing. But apparently it seems like, so the Saudi Arabia, they're getting their sort of Universal Studios in a sense with WWE Universal Studios type of shit. Or they're going to have their own museum showcasing the history of WWE. And that's happening in Saudi Arabia. Which kind of sucks. You have to go to Saudi Arabia. Well, maybe that gets a reason. I mean, but honestly, it's pretty cool. A museum, but it's going to be in Saudi, though. Like, alright. I mean, hey, at least there's, like, a WWE museum, which I guess is cool. So, whatever, The third match! And this was kind of turd, honestly. Pretty much a kind of turd. Santos Escobar defeated Dragon Lee. It was supposed to be him versus Carlito, but for God knows what reason, they're not doing Carlito in this fucking match. Because, get it? We decided to have him get injured and showcase Dragon Lee to impress some smarky shit. Like, wow, listen. You could have done this shit on a SmackDown. You could have honestly showed, like, you didn't build much to this Dragon Lee guy debuting on the main roster pay-per-view, like, and you're really gonna have him take over Carlito, who just returned to WWE. Like, come on here. Like, why? And in my honest opinion, wasn't really impressed with this match, honestly. I really wasn't. Like, was this terrible? It wasn't terrible, but it's just like, I'm sorry, like, well, why? Why did we have to have, I just was more intrigued about Carlito wrestling. And sadly, they took that opportunity. which is why I didn't really care about this match or not much build. And it's just like, oh, get this Lucha Libre shit. It's like, could have been fun for a SmackDown match. It's like, this is a pay-per-view. You're really doing like a match that kind of deserves on a SmackDown than the pay-per-view. Like, so whatever. The fourth match, Rhea Ripley defeated Zoe Stark. Here it is, another opportunity, and like I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm okay with Rhea winning, but again, I don't care, and I'm not like a Rhea Ripley fan. I'm just happy that the man face. But it was like, how did that make any sense? Like, if the man face was to win anyways. But yeah, guys, it's the Battle of the She-Hulks. I mean, why am I saying man face? But I mean, they're both man faces, I guess. It just Rhea Ripley used to be feminine, but she decided to take testosterone for God knows what reason. Who the fuck cares about this match? Okay, who cares? Who fucking cares? Anyways, whatever. Good for Rhea Ripley, I guess. Throughout the show, they mentioned how Randy wasn't showing up yet. Early in the show, they showed like Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. They were talking together. Sami said, "No matter what, I got your back," or whatever. It's like, and Jey was like, oh man, it's all about me. It's all my fault, man. It's all my fault, Oos. It's the reason why I ordered, because it's all about me. Like, he's not gonna return because of me, man, Oos. But then, whatever. Then, like, everyone mentioned, oh, Randy still hasn't shown up, and then, oh, the babyface is freaking out, and Cody tells everyone to trust him. So, exactly, it's like how it's gonna be, it look like it's gonna be booked. Typically, you know damn well, oh, is he gonna show up? And you know he's gonna show up in the end of the match. It's typical babyface type of shit, but they kind of swerve you a little bit, like, not swerve you, like, it didn't, you kind of knew that he's gonna come out anyways, but get it, he didn't come out immediately after fucking the bell rang for him to probably return as the last guy type of shit, but whatever. But yeah, the main event, or it does return, and him and Team Cody defeated Team Judgment Day and McIntyre. So the match started with Rollins and Balor. Get a very personal history with each other. Then JD McGee helped. Then I believe Jey Uso. Then Damon Priest, I believe. Then Sami Zayn. Then I think McIntyre, or I don't know, whatever. McIntyre. Then fucking Sami. I don't know. Sami, I don't know. Eventually, then Cody Rhodes was the last guy to enter as the babyface, and then was Dominic. But yeah, getting 5-on-4 after Dominic was the last guy to join, and like from his team, and then eventually, oh wow, Orton doesn't show up after the fucking countdown, and then after that. Rhea Ripley comes out. Get it? She's gonna cash in during like midway money in the midway match. Which, how did that make any sense? Like, how would that work out? But whatever, it would have been interesting. But get it? She didn't cash in because right after that, they're all distracted. They get it. Orton's coming out. His music hits. It's like, y'all wasting time. But yeah, obviously they get it. It's like Floyd that, see, he's not gonna return. This is a try to truly like you're dumb or whatever. But it's still good reaction. Orton comes out. He looked fucking bigger than before, honestly. Definitely came back with a revenge body in a sense. Looked good. Definitely, he was like excited, motivated. I know I'm guilty of saying I was bored of Randy Orton, but honestly, his feud with Edge, when Edge came back, definitely rejuvenized or kind of added like, you know what, Orton could be something, man. Orton. When he's motivated, he's gonna put out the best thing, and definitely as a babyface, like he could be pretty gay, like as a babyface. But man, was this cool to see Randy Orton? It was honestly pretty cool to see Randy Orton. You're excited because of what's gonna happen now because of him and Jay and whatever. It's exciting shit going on, okay? And Orton comes out. He's excited. He's like, come on. Even though it's like fucking gay babies, like, come on! Like, it just goes back to like gay ass, like babyface shit, but like, it was still kind of cool. Like, honestly, it's okay now, maybe in a sense, but without his stupid beard, right? But he's coming out, and you know, vintage Orton. He comes in the ring. He fucking, does his typical vintage Orton type of shit. And yeah, it's good to see him. He helped Team Cody win. There was definitely before the match ended, there was like him and Jay moment when he was pounding and thinking about doing going to that place, RKO out of nowhere type of shit, right? RKO, but then he was like teasing an RKO to Jay when he was getting up, but then eventually they like facing off, and like Jey Uso like they spew some like words to each other, but then Jey Uso saves Orton with a super kick, and he does an RKO to Dominic. And they all did vintage Orton like DDTs, which was kind of a cool moment, all honoring Orton in a sense. And then Cody did. They all did their finishers. There was an arc out of nowhere from the top of the cage by Orton to JD McDoofie head. And the match ended with Cody winning the match in honor, because gay legacy. Yeah, we're getting legacy vibes, which is like, kind of gay, but whatever. I don't know. I wasn't even that big of Legacy fan, but I think like definitely Legacy was definitely a precursor to a lot of men having gay fantasies with Cody and Orton. So that's the sad reality, because everybody, like a lot of these wrestling fans, they're pretty gay for Cody Rhodes in a sense, and maybe for Orton. So it's like that was their dream. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? I'm just like, I'm a man who likes women. Why you or I thought you're supposed to like females, and y'all were thinking about men. Like, what the fuck? Y'all like having gay fantasies with Cody Rhodes and Orton. Like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? But whatever. Team Cody wins with Cody pinning, they used some of the weapons obviously, but I would say the match was paced better. Not that I thought it's like I didn't care about some of the wrestlers in the match, but like I'm still care because the intriguement of the story and just you get it. They all have been issues with fucking the Judgment Day and all that kind of shit, and I just thought it was paced better. They didn't do too many flips in this match. They brought out some weapons, like Sami Zayn brought out like a fucking steel pipe and all that. But they had chairs, they had candlesticks. I didn't even care about candlesticks, but they had chairs. They brought out the table without doing some gay teases, whatever. And just definitely what they would need to be done. There was like a table spot, and yeah, a bunch of weapons, and it was good. I thought the match was definitely portrayed good. The table spot was the Razor Edge, which was pretty cool. So but yeah, thought the match was good. Honestly, really good. Definitely a good match. Definitely probably definitely the best match of the night. No doubt about it. And the show was ending with Cody Rhodes' theme. Him ending the show. But then, right when they're like doing the whole the show's about to end. Look in my eyes, a cult of personality with a new updated song. Again, I'm not gonna lie to you, I prefer the old version or the other, just the fucking version that was like original. The original version. I prefer the original version. It's basically an updated fucking older voice of the fucking singer. Which whatever, I don't know, but hey, CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, comes out. A big surprise. Chicago went crazy. And apparently there's some wrestlers that are angry, whatever. Maybe this was a surprise. I don't know. Even though they clearly are planning, like there has to be some planning, okay? But there's like, oh, is he gonna return or not? But whatever. But if he's the Punk officially return, he looks way younger, look a bit bigger, and he has his new hair. Well, it kind of looked like similar to the hair he already had, basically in a sense before leaving. Or he kind of looked like he had hair, which just kind of looked like how the hair he had it in 2010, 2011 maybe. Basically late 2010, when he shaved his hair or whatever. But also, I don't know, he just looked younger. He really looked. It kind of is a similar hair to what I have, ironically, but it's short hair. Hey. the guy looks better, and yeah, he fucking comes out the first time being WWE in almost 10 years before like leaving after the Royal Rumble in 2014. It was a fucking moment. You know, because you honestly thought the reason why they did the Orton thing the way they did was to prevent CM Punk chance, right? And a backlash to Orton. In a way, they kind of killed two birds in one stone, and they still made people care, in a sense, so. I would say they definitely handled Orton return well. It's not just a surprise. You know, if they had still Orton as a surprise, it would have been an issue. But I do think, honestly, thinking about it, they still handled it well. You know, Orton being announced in a sense, and then he returned. He still got a great reaction. He honestly got a great reaction, just, you know, the show revolving on it. Honestly, that was a good thing. It's kind of a good thing. It's a throwback to old wrestling revolving about, is this guy so-and-so coming back type of thing, even though it's kind of gayish and whatever. It's still kind of cool, because it's kind of throwback to guys like Stone Cold returning. Like, is he returning actually? Like, you know, kind of like a throwback to Backlash 2000 in a sense. But you still had a cheer on top of the week. Wow, I can't believe that happened. Which was CM Punk returning. Officially. And without any acknowledgement of is he coming or not. But obviously it was like still like, people were kind of already getting the idea that he was coming back, because there was rumors, and how could you not strike when things was hot with like him leaving AEW. And if he wanted to continue making money and basically still kind of want to do wrestling again, he's going to go back to WWE. That's the only place he could do. Like, why is he going to go? What, is he going to go to TNA? Get the fuck out. Okay? So, that's what happened. We got 2 returns tonight. One that was already previously announced, and the big surprise of man who's from Chicago. And hey, it honestly worked out. It kind of overshadowed a little bit of Orton's return, maybe, but hey, at least we knew Orton was coming back, and we still got kind of fooled, and we still got, holy shit, that happened. It's one of those cool moments as a wrestling fan, like, wow, that's fucking awesome. And I thought Orton returning was awesome. This is good. This is fucking awesome. Good shit, man. This was pretty cool. Actually, one of my buddies. And I do want to mention this. I mentioned in my past review, and if you guys didn't watch, I know I didn't. I was like out of like kind of like my scheduling, recording videos has been kind of off a little bit. I was supposed to watch this show with my brother, but my brother had to like unfortunately leave and do other things, which is like kind of personal shit that had to happen to talk about. But I was watching the show. My friend, one of my childhood buddies. Who sadly moved to Texas, but he comes for holidays and stuff like that because he had to move for like jobs and shit like that. He came back for Thanksgiving weekend, and we were talking about Survivor Series. Actually, he was like already coming back, but he's gonna it's gonna be pretty cool to talk about him before he goes back to Texas. That we're gonna talk about Survivor Series, and when he fucking talk about CM Punk, man, that's gonna be fucking awesome. So it's going to make people care whether you're a casual wrestling fan, whatever. Because this is like, again, my buddy's a casual wrestling fan. Hey, man, it's going to be something, this spark some interest and talk. So that's going to be pretty awesome. So, but yeah, overall, in my honest opinion, I still thought the show was kind of boring. But I thought the Gunter-Miz match was not bad. And the main event was definitely the match of the night, in my opinion. Was it great? Not necessarily all great, but it was watchable. Probably the only most watchable main event. And it was still, I thought it still was a good match. But definitely, the return of Randy Orton made the match good. Good moment. And the match was it definitely started to care very much. Like, yeah, Orton is in the match and shit like that. And I mean, they did things to make you care, like they didn't do big spots throughout the match, but, they're fighting, and, it's cool. It was a cool War Games match, and Orton returning was definitely cool. It's a good moment. after not wrestling for almost 2 years with injury. And cherry on top, CM Punk returning. What a moment. What a fucking moment. CM Punk, oh yeah, so what he did, he just fucking just comes out and is like, it's clobbering, he was about to say it's clobbering, but then everybody says clobbering time, and he's just basically on the stage. You would think, well, was he going to go in the ring? He didn't go in the ring. He just fucking comes out and says, I'm here. You know? So, you know what, hey, it makes you want to see more, makes you want to now watch Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. What's going to happen? All I know is that SmackDown's going to be in Brooklyn, and I have not got a ticket yet. This makes me want, if he's announced to go in Brooklyn, I'm probably going, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I might, maybe I won't. Is it enough, though, to still go to the show just for him? To be fair, from where I live, it would be cool, but the thing is, it's still a big commute to try to go all the way to, like, just see CM Punk. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna get good seats though. That's the problem. But hey, I don't know. I don't know. At least knowing that if CM Punk is back in WWE, that's gonna make people want to probably see him now in WWE. Probably it will make people. They're gonna portray him better. They're gonna do good things with him better. It's gonna be better. Like, you're gonna fucking look forward to, honestly, more matches. I think, for me, honestly, because I'm not really a big indie wrestling fan to want to see all these indie matches in AEW. Okay? And I know all the people like, oh, the idea of Edge versus Kenny or whatever. Like, I'm not really that big a fan of the idea to see those matches. You know, because I'm not an indie wrestling fan. I would rather Edge still be... And honestly, imagine if Edge was still in WWE. We could see Edge versus CM Punk. And I would rather see that. It just sucks that, in my opinion. And, I mean, in my opinion, I would rather Edge stay in WWE and CM Punk be in AEW, because I'm more of a big Edge fan. But, you know, it's cool to see CM Punk. And it would have been, honestly, really cool if Edge was still in WWE. And we would probably get guys like that kind of match happening. We would still get, like, Edge versus John Cena happening, get Edge and Orton maybe. But then he'll face, you know, we could have seen, like, Edge versus Gunter type of shit. But now, you know, there's still some interest. We're going to see CM Punk. Maybe he'll have another match with Cena. You might have a match with Orton. Have matches with the people in the War Games match. I'm kind of more intrigued with that a little bit. And it happening to them because they're going to present it better. So, even if it's like with indie wrestlers, they're gonna be presented better because, you know, it's like not only, it's just him coming back, and they're gonna portray it better. It just, you know, it's gonna be something worth seeing now. But overall, man, it's cool. You know, it's the best time to be a wrestling fan. Not really, but it's definitely makes wrestling a bit like, wow, I'm looking forward to it a little bit. You know, at least you're looking forward to it a little bit. It's gonna be something pretty cool. Obviously, it would have been maybe a way bigger deal if this was legit CM Punk's actual return to wrestling. But, you know, he returned to AEW, and look how that turned out. But it's definitely still a big deal because he's returned to the company he was made famous in, and that basically made him. And he's returning nearly 10 years after what happened. And it's going to be intriguing. It's going to be fucking intriguing, people. No doubt about it. So CM Punk is back. Orton is back. Big things happen, man, tonight, and it's gonna make you care about Raw and SmackDown. We'll see what happens on Raw. Now looking forward to Raw in a sense. Hopefully they open the shows with either one of them and end the show with either one of them, and I'm gonna look forward to it. And that's definitely gonna make the show better. That's for damn sure. So yeah, people, that's the show. That was Survivor Series War Games. Overall, definitely because the moments that happen on the show and certain matches, I was going to say the show was pretty boring up until, but you know what? Man, I'm going to go it over. I'm going to say the show was okay. It was pretty kind of boring, but the show, I'm going to rate it now because of what happened on the show. Okay show. That's the beauty of big moments, people. Alright? So yeah. The Gunter Miz match was fine. I thought, or not bad in my opinion. I didn't really care for the Dragon Lee Santos match, but you know, whatever. It was whatever. definitely the opening match. I did not care for women's wrestling, whatever, and I don't care for two of the women's matches. The main event match of the night, that good match, and the big moment with Punk and Orton. Just them being back is great. It's good moments, help making the show to not being from a boring show to an okay show. So there you go. Okay, show, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm done gotta say. I'm just keeping it real. Get your gains. Drink your Coles magnificently. Spy me some bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. Especially, you got fucking, you gotta aspire to look like Orton. If girls love Orton, come on, you gotta aspire, But don't look too much like him. All the fucking dudes would fucking want to have sex with him, or don't look like Cody. God damn, man, y'all fucking getting a legacy vibe. It's kind of gay, and also like, oh, y'all. There's some fucking weird wrestling fans that are gay that fucking like, oh my god, I pre-cum for Cody and legacy, and like, oh y'all gay, man. Fuck that. But anyways, go see Orton together, or both Orton and CM Punk back. Maybe, sure, legacy vibes, but it's pretty cool to see Orton back, no matter what, and fucking it's pretty cool to see Punk. It's fucking a holy shit moment indeed. Two holy shit moments, like, wow, WWE fucking legit made people care about the show. They fucking kind of came through to, like, make people care, like, wow, this is pretty exciting, so. Exciting stuff happened in the show, no doubt about it. So, it definitely made, a show like Survivor Series a bit must-see, so. It's pretty cool. Alright, guys, unless I'm done gonna say until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Looking forward to wrestling a little bit, Wrestling still is, like, pretty boring, but at least there's things to look forward to. It makes you still care as a wrestling fan, which is why I'm still watching, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Okay, show. Shit like this makes you care about, like, wrestling, why I still watch. So until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Good moment, folks, seeing Punk back in WWE. And it's good to see Orton back after returning for 2 years. So it's pretty cool, people. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Okay, show, folks.